In a certain African village, there was a tradition that no man should marry only one wife. Every man was advised to take 2 or 3 wives to prove his strength and respect for the customs of the land. But among all the men in that village, there was one who was different. His name was Obinna, a handsome, humble, and hardworking man. Obinna fell deeply in love with a woman named Amora, a woman whose beauty was not only in her face but in her heart. The love between them was so strong that Obinna could not imagine sharing it with another woman. While others boasted about having many wives, Obinna chose to love only Amora. He said, "My heart belongs to her alone. I cannot divide what was meant to be whole." When the elders of the village heard this, they were not happy. Soon, the king summoned all the men in the land and said, "It has come to my ears that one man among us has refused to keep the law of our ancestors. Let him step forward." Obinna came out quietly, holding Amora's hand. The king asked, "Why do you dishonor our custom? Why have you chosen to marry only one woman?" Obinna looked at the king and said, "My king, I did not dishonor the land. I only followed my heart. The love I have for my wife is so deep that I cannot share it with another. Love is not a number. Love is a bond between 2 hearts." The people murmured and shook their heads. The king, filled with anger, declared, "If you will not obey our law, then you must leave this village. You and your wife shall live elsewhere." Obinna did not argue. He looked at Amora and said softly, "Wherever you go, I will go. Your love is my home." They packed their few belongings and left the village. Life in the city was not easy at first, but together, they worked hard. With time, their love brought blessings. Obinna became a wealthy man. He built a big hospital and employed many people, helping the sick and the poor. Years later, the king of the village fell seriously ill. His people rushed him to the city for treatment. By fate, they brought him to Obinna's hospital. As Obinna walked through the hospital one morning, he saw a familiar face, the king, lying weak on a bed. Obinna went close and said gently, "My king, do you remember me?" The king opened his eyes slowly and said, "Obinna, the man who married only one wife. You were banished." Obinna smiled kindly. "Yes, my king. I was banished for love. But see what love has done for me. I live in peace with my wife and children. Love built this place." The king's eyes filled with tears. He said, "You were right, my son. True love is not about how many you marry, but how deeply you love. Forgive me." Obinna replied, "My king, there is nothing to forgive. Love teaches forgiveness, peace, and faith." When the king returned to his village, he gathered the elders and said, "From today, no man shall be forced to marry more than one wife. Let every man follow his heart." And from that day, the people remembered Obinna, the man who taught them that true love needs no number, only a heart that is true.